Welcome, friends. We are your hosts, Sandy and Wade, baby best friends turned husband and wife and business partners.
This podcast is for the dreamers, the movers and shakers, and those who seek to attract their dream life.
Strap in. Getting magnetic in 3, 2, 1.
Like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
This moment in time, this is your time to rise.
Gratitude, and specifically gratitude journaling, has completely shaped and shifted the course of Sandy and my life. When we started acknowledging what we were grateful for and expressing it, writing it down on paper, and expressing gratitude for what was to come, everything changed for us. We've been so moved by gratitude and gratitude journaling that we decided to create our own gratitude journal, and we put it on Amazon. It's called the 90-Day Habits Gratitude Journal. It is great for just a daily gratitude practice over 90 days. It's great for you. It's great for your team, your family, your friends, a great stocking stuffer. So we'll drop the link in the show notes to get it on Amazon. It's $9.99, and it can and it will change your life. Let's get to the show. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. That's going to be today's topic on vision. If you can see it first in your mind before it's there, you can hold it in your hand as a reality. Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. So, foundational element in entrepreneurial mindset and elevating yourself as an entrepreneur is to get a crystal clear vision on where you are going. Because I truly believe vision is the genesis of all greatness. Think about all like the great people whose legacies transcend generations, like the Albert Einsteins, the Thomas Edisons, all the inventors, the Wright brothers invented flying, all these things. Like think about the Wright brothers. They invented flying. I think I might have just brought this example up recently. Or Thomas Edison, electricity. Let's go there. We've heard the quote, I bet. I've never failed. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work before he created the light bulb. Think about how crazy people thought he must have been. Just out there trying to harness some energy that people don't even know about so he can really ultimately create electricity. Think about that. He had to see it in his mind before you could hold a light bulb in your hand and screw it in and it would light your home. He had to see that in his mind. And guess what? It was impossible. No one had ever done it. It was impossible. But we have you're somehow utilizing electricity right now. I guarantee it. So it's a reality now. He had to see the invisible to do the impossible. Wherever you are going, you must see it first so crystal clear that it becomes just this clear vision for you that you move towards. You're like, oh, that is happening. That is absolutely happening no matter what. Because only knowing precisely where you want to go will the path unfold for you. Like think back to Thomas Edison, like he's harnessing this energy, protons, neutrons. I don't even honestly know all the science behind it. And he's rolling out into the lightning storm with a kite and metal on it and trying to like harness nature and lightning and energy. Crazy. People were probably like, yo, you're a lunatic. Check yourself in. Let's get him into a psych ward. And you know what? When you have a big vision, no matter what it is, if it's in your business, if you want to be at the top 1% of your business, or you want to be a multimillionaire, or you want to go out and start that thing, people are going to think you're crazy. The average person is going to think you're crazy because you're being what? Abnormal. You're getting out of line. You're stepping away from normal. So normal is going to say, you're crazy. What are you doing? You can't do that. Stop that. Get back here. That's why it's of the utmost importance. You have to have such that crystal clear vision. You know what great writers do? Not all of them, but I've heard some of them, and it's a great metaphor. They write the last chapter first. So when you're setting out to do something in your business, see the ending first. Know where you're going. Because when you know crystal clear where you're going to end up, The path is going to unfold before you. It's not going to be a yellow brick road straight to it, but you're going to start to figure out ways, but you're going to keep moving forward, moving towards that vision. Because when you write that last chapter first and you wake up and you align yourself towards that vision every day, that's when you set yourself on fire. I love the quote, only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. And people around you are going to think what you're setting out to do seems like an impossible task. I'm here to tell you it's not. There's evidence of success all around you, unless you're going to be Thomas Edison and innovate something that's never been done before, like electricity at the time. There's probably someone out there that's done it, right? So there's evidence of success. But for you to do the impossible, you have to see the invisible first. You have to see it before it's there. Truly. Like it's most people think, oh, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. So they're relying on some outside source to see what's possible before they're willing to take the quote unquote risk. There's no risk there when you already see it. You got to take the risk knowing that it's something you can't see it, you can't hold it in your hand yet, but you believe, you have a vision for it. You know where you're going. Have to see it before it's there. Great entrepreneurs, they see it, they believe it first, and then they see it. They believe it in their mind, they see it in their mind, and then they hold it in their hand. Most people need to hold it in their hand before they believe it, and that's why most people aren't elite entrepreneurs. But everyone has the capability to. It's just being willing to go for it, to believe in yourself, to have the vision, to work on yourself, to do all these things we're going to go through in this series to get there. You have to envision yourself living the life that you truly, truly desire. You have to believe it's there for you. You have to believe it's possible. Visualize what it feels like, what the road to get there looks like, what everything is like. I've shared this before, but repetition is the father of learning. I'm going to share a story in Sandy and my business, in our network marketing, health and wellness business that really resonates with vision and resonates for me. And I hope it'll resonate for you guys. But I remember some of you may have heard this before. We were on a cruise. We were on a vacation. Side note, entrepreneurs, we can work wherever, whenever, however. I always misunderstood when entrepreneurs would say I work 7 days a week. Like I haven't taken a day off in 7 years. I'm like, what's wrong with them? That sounds terrible. Now I get it. Because I'm like, no, I have these visions that I'm moving towards and I genuinely love what I do. So on a Sunday, I do a lot of relaxing, but there's a few things I could do to move towards the vision I have for my life. Why wouldn't I do that? I'd rather do that than eat chips on the couch. Or maybe I'll eat chips on the couch and move towards the vision while I'm working on my laptop, whatever that is. Anyways, we're on vacation on a cruise, and I had won this steak dinner from this lip sync battle Sandy entered me in. That's a whole nother story. But naturally, we're talking about work. We're talking about our goals, our dreams, our visions for our life, and how we are in the vehicle to get there with our current business. And she's like a visionary. Sandy, I give her a lot of credit, is like almost a more natural born visionary. I've had to train the muscle and exercise the vision muscle because I've been and I'm still working on someone who I used to have to see it first before I believed it. Now I'm working to rewire, believe it, and then I'll see it. Believe it, and then I'll see it. So we're talking business goals, and she's like, I want to double our business next month. And I'm like, what? We've been in business for 2 years. You want to double it in a month, overnight? You're crazy. How do you think we're going to do that? She's like, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm like, no, this would have to happen. That I start getting all logical and rational. And I'm going to be honest, there's a magic in entrepreneurship, where logic and ration help a lot in business, but there's a part of it that's just faith and belief and magic and not knowing where it's going to come from, but that it will come. So we start getting in a fight because she's like, stop being so rational with me. And I'm like, how is this going to happen? She goes, I don't know, magic. I kid you not. Minutes later, we're at this fancy steak restaurant on the boat, on the cruise ship, and this guy dressed in all black walks up to us. He's a magician, and he goes, do you believe in magic? And I'm like, what? So, Sandy was just talking about magic would have to happen. I'm like, this is weird. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I do. And he goes, see this? And he pulls out $50. And he goes, and he snaps his finger behind my ear, and out comes, boom, poof, a full dollar. He doubled the value of that money. We were talking about doubling the value of our business in a month. Sandy said it would take I said it would take magic to make it happen. Here's a magician doubling the value. He didn't hear our conversation either. That was just a sign. Do you guys believe in signs? Some people call them God winks, divine appointments. Some people just literally call them signs. Some people think they're coincidence. That's not my belief. I don't know about coincidences. I think everything is all interwired and an energy about everything. It's all interconnected. But anyways, that was such a moment for me. From that day on, I believed. I had a vision for where we were going. I let go of how we would get there. You need to let go of the how. You need to focus on the end, have it in sight, be crystal clear on what you want and where you're going, whether that's a vision board or having it on the background of your phone or whatever it is. You need to get crystal clear on that, but you need to release how it's going to happen. Now, that doesn't mean you sit on the couch and just look at your vision board and do nothing. No, of course it takes action. And vision boards and vision, and that is law of attraction, right? You attract what you think about. You bring about what you think about. But law of attraction, there's action in attraction, right? It's not just sit on the couch and look at my vision board and poof, it pops into my life. Of course not. But that vision compels you. It's a compelling vision to move towards that compelling future. So you wake up every day, and when you align yourself with that vision, you're motivated to get to work, to take the steps daily. I didn't know how we were going to get there, but I knew where we were going, and we woke up every day committed to that vision. Did it happen the next month? What Sandy and I were talking about? Nope, didn't. I could have been like, see? Did it happen the month after? Nope. Did it happen the month after? Yup. Which was like crazy. Doubling your business of 2 years in like a few months. That's wild. That's crazy. It was irrational. But we believed, and we got to work, and we became the people who aligned their energy, their frequency, their point of attraction to that level, to doubling their business. And it happened. But we had to have the vision first. We couldn't just be like, okay, we got this solid business and like, I hope we grow. I mean, I'd like to grow. Well, guess what? Growing is 0.1% is growing. No, you got to get clear on where you're going. Average people, they drift along. They drift through life. They live in the day-to-day. They don't have a compelling vision on where they're going. And they just hope. They're hopeful that things get better. No, you got to see it getting better in your mind before it will. You got to see the vacation home in your mind before it's there. You got to see the $1 million in your mind before it's there. Whatever you want, you got to see that huge business impacting thousands of people a month, a year, whatever it is. You got to see it. Who are those people on your team? See it. What car are you driving? See it. Are you speaking at an event? See these things. Feel them before they're there and they're on their way to you. So, moral of the story today, elite entrepreneurs, they have perfect clarity on where they are going, while the average, they drift along, hoping they land where they'd like to. So cast a vision for your life, for your business, make it crystal clear, and wake up and move towards that vision every day, no matter what. So call to action. If you don't have a vision board, make one. And guess what? This vision thing, enroll people around you in your vision. If your family's not supportive of your dreams or your business or where you're going, cast a compelling vision for them too. Make them a part of it. Bring your family into it. Let's say your spouse is not supportive of your business. Do they know where you're going with it? Have you ever showed them where you want to go with it, or other people that are doing it or that have done it? Cast a vision for them and include them in it. What will they get out of it? How can they benefit from this vision? Vision is huge. So what Sandy and I do, we make vision boards together every year. And the most recent one we started working on was literally like, we used to do each of our own. This one was a combined vision board, which is cool. And we haven't finished it yet. But a lot of things have started to come true on it. And vision boards are one tool for us that we've used for vision casting and for getting our vision down in clarity on paper and holding it in front of us, because that's the thing. You can't set a vision once and keep it in the closet. You got to keep it in front of you. Keep it on the background of your phone. Keep it in your bedroom, in your office, where it's somewhere where you frequent. Keep it on the refrigerator. Keep your vision in front of you, because it's going to compel you to move towards it. One other call to action I have for you. I want you to write a letter to yourself. I want you to write speaking of gratitude. I know we kicked off this episode with gratitude in our gratitude journal. Write in your gratitude journal 5 years from now. Date it 5 years from today, from when you listen to this. Take action. Leaders, elite entrepreneurs, they take action. Right after this, if you have the ability, like you aren't driving, take out a piece of paper. I hope you're feeling inspired to cast a vision for your life, and write everything you're grateful for that you have currently in your life, but date it 5 years from today. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Write this gratitude entry. It can be a page, it can be 10 pages. Depends how big your vision is or how much you want to say. Write what you're so grateful for that you have that's 5 years from now that you don't have today. Maybe write a little bit about the path, the journey getting there, who you became along the process. We call this a winning image story. That's just one phrase I've heard for it. But write your winning image story. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to be? What do you want to see in your life 5 years from now? Write it down today as if it's already happened. Attach feelings and emotion to it. And guess what? The more you revisit that, the more you let that be your North Star, where you're going, that's going to guide you. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. That's all I got for today. Till next time. Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible.
So remember, you are magnetic.